Hi, welcome. So I'm Smally Small. Today I am going to be renovating one of the Willow Creek starters. This is the beginning of me building my own save. So I start out with this one by I rearrange the rooms a bit and make it a bit smaller. Yeah, I faff around with them quite. It would be fun to create a save file where each town is renovated with things from that pack. So if you don't have the pack, it doesn't matter because you won't have the world anyway. But yeah, so here I am just sort of moving the windows around a bit. I faff with the roof for a long time. I move it around a lot here. Finally done with the roof, so I start adjusting the windows a little bit from the outside to make sure they look alright. I do end up moving them again once I'm inside. I also added a little chimney to the back where I was having a bit of a problem with the roof. It hid that little weird bump out and it looked quite cute, so we went with it. I do use some debug foundation there on the bottom of the chimney. I add a bit of debug plants on the outside and a couple of little bits on the inside. So this is the outside pretty much done. Just changing the roof. I add in a chimney to the top of it to make it look a bit more real. Then I go around and just double check all the walls and everything, make sure nothing's weird or not painted. I also make the roofs dip in a little bit because I wanted them to look just like they'd been there a while. So now I'm doing the terrain paint. I was going to add a little path, maybe a pond or something in the front, but I changed my mind and just went with a tree in the end and some bushes around. I also placed some of the rocks that sort of spawn in the world around it because I wanted it to look like it fit. Let's be choosing a tree. Putting in some debug bushes. I put a little bit of grass around and then decided it looked weird, so that's when I got the rocks that just match with the surroundings a bit better. I also tried to lay them off the lot a little bit, just to again blend it in. This is me playing with the windows from the inside. I end up removing that one from the bigger bedroom because I wanted to have more gameplay items in the house, and at that point I didn't have a bookshelf. I tried to keep a lot of the furniture that was already there to keep this a starter house and make sure it doesn't cost too much, but I do change the colour of pretty much everything just so it all blends together a bit better. I decided to put the TV and sofa at a bit of an angle just to make it seem like there's a bit more space, because otherwise the sofa would have been far too close to the dining table. And I just wanted to fill up that right hand side of the room a bit more. Here's me looking at some of the options for debug decorations. I don't like them. So I start arranging the furniture that's already in the house. I thought about making that room a bit bigger to put a wardrobe in there, but I decided against it in the end because it just made the kids' room too small. this is where I decide that the bookcase is more important than a window. I also decided that just the way the bathroom was laid out was a bit, I don't know, it seemed wrong. So I shifted it about, moved the window, and pick a smaller, cheaper mirror. Because I wanted to keep this place as cheap as possible whilst making it look a bit more lived in. So I go through and change all the wood colours because personally I prefer dark wood. I do change the sofa again because I thought it was a bit much brown. I decided to pick some fun wallpaper for the bedrooms just to add a bit more colour, a bit more interest. Here's me deciding that, again, windows aren't important, I'd rather have cupboards. Which I think does look nice. Again, makes it feel a bit fuller. It's me deciding what to use as a backsplash. I wanted to keep it fairly simple in the main room, so I did keep it this sort of beigey colour. Because I thought it was just... a lot of houses, certainly in the UK, are that kind of like creamy magnolia colour. It just made sense to me. Adding in some green curtains just to, again, make it seem like it's lived in, because you wouldn't have windows right above the bed without curtains. Like, you'd wake up the crack of dawn every day. Adding some clutter by the door. I did do a lot less decoration than I normally would because I was trying to keep the cost down, but I added in a few bits. Here's me choosing out some plants. I ended up changing that rose because it looked a bit out of place. That bright white vase in an otherwise very beige brown room just looked out of place to me. That's a little llama that I got from Debug, and again this wood sculpture is Debug, so it's free. I had to sink it into the table a bit because it was floating otherwise, which I know I could have fixed with like a tool mod or something, but it didn't seem worth it to me. It looks alright like that. I couldn't decide about this plant in this bedroom. I went for it eventually, but it just sort of blend into the wall a bit. Okay, so this is the final look at the house, flying through some of the rooms. I will leave you to it, but thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!